this mindset is the reason why neighborhoods are the way they are now. And if you truly want to make a change, and I believe in my heart that you do, I suggest that you try to break this down. But how do you combat this selfishness? What do we offer to them as an alternative? My teacher answered me in this way when he asked my class, what's the common thread between Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, and Martin Luther King? I thought it was a stupid question. You know what I mean? There's a lot of common threads. But the common thread that he explained is that it's the extreme love for people. Sometimes the people they were advocating for didn't want to be advocated for. And the people they were fighting for didn't want to be fought over. But they kept on pushing because they truly love people. This type of love for people is what you should be pushing on your kids. When people try to tear them down, or a boy in your class just got robbed, or a girl in your class gets bullied in a neighborhood, allow them to be angry, but direct their anger to the fact that someone taught those kids that it's okay to behave like that. Direct their anger to the fact that someone taught them that it's everybody for themselves. Encourage them to look at it as Jesus did when he was getting crucified by the same people he seek to save. And he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Because this is the truth of the matter. The people who put them down were put down. And the people who hurt them were hurt. I feel like if you just change their perception of the situation they're in, you would create a better motivation to succeed. Rather than teaching them to hate where they come from and have hope for where they're going, their motivation will come from a deep faith inside that says it doesn't have to be like this. Why do my friends only see hope on the nearest corner? I'm going to change that. Why do my friends feel like it's okay to kill each other and hurt each other like we're not part of the same community? I'm going to change that. Teachers, instead of making sellouts, excuse my language, you would have made people who changed their communities more than you ever could. I think this would bring love back to neighborhoods because they will realize that it's not one against the other, or them against the world, or them against the hood that's trying to hold them back. It's them together, not separated by hoods like Park Heights and Emerson Village. Set on one goal, and that goal is to make it better for the people coming along after them. Much like Martin Luther King, this is my dream for Baltimore City. It's an actual dream. I actually dream about it sometimes. But at the center of it, it's not me. It's not parents. It's not the government. It's teachers. I believe with all my heart that you have the power to do it. I believe because this is where it transformed me from the kid who wanted to be a drug dealer in middle school, whose mother was in and out of jail because of her drug addiction, whose best friend was murdered when I was only 14. The kid who had the biggest temper, it was just a pain in the butt, to the guy that's standing before you today, still dealing with most of those things. But I don't focus on that because I realize that it's bigger than me. It's not about me. For example, Harriet Tubman. She got out of slavery, got to the North. She was around everything she could ever dream of. But she went back again and again because Harriet realized it's bigger than her. And the same thing I realized, and it's bigger than you and me. Everything that I am is because a couple of teachers like you saw through all that mess and all my flaws and saw the potential deep down inside Elijah that I couldn't even see for myself. And it's this type of teacher that's made me into the man I am today. A man who has an extreme love for people. So I tell you again that you can do it because I'm living proof of it. You can pass the torch to these kids so that they change their communities and change the world. I believe in you. Have hope. Be determined. And don't give up. Thank you.